This is a special Mother's Day episode for the Rise and Roar with the Badass
That open road still knows your name. Every mile whispers what we can't say. Your laughter lingers in the air like you never really.
Before we begin, I want you to think about a woman who changed your life. Maybe she gave birth to you, maybe she raised you, maybe she prayed for you when nobody else would. Maybe she hurt you, maybe she healed you. Maybe she's gone now. But somehow her voice still echoes in your life. Today's episode is different. This isn't just a Mother's Day episode. It's about legacy, about stories, about the woman who shaped us, even in their brokenness. I want to dedicate this to my dear mother, Mary Ann Mizerski, who went to be with Jesus in heaven April 20th at approximately 3:30 a.m. My mom taught me something without even realizing it. Stories keep people alive. When someone dies, people tend to summarize them into one chapter. But human beings are entire libraries. One of my mom's sayings I'll never forget. I'd come home crushed over someone's hurtful words. She'd look at me and say, "Consider the source, Janine." And the older I get, the more wisdom I realize was packed into that one sentence. Not everybody speaking into your life has earned access to your heart. My mother had my heart, and she had mine. And often, I'm sure you've heard this saying, hurt people hurt people. That simple phrase taught me boundaries, it taught me discernment, and honestly, it taught me not to abandon myself to win approval from people who didn't even like themselves. Maybe somebody here needed that reminder today too. You know, the older I get, the more I realize our mothers are carrying worlds that nobody sees. We grow up thinking moms are superheroes, like they somehow always know what to do. But eventually you become old enough to see the woman behind the title, and that changes everything. It did for me. After my dad died, my mom became a single mother of 6 kids overnight, from the ages of 2 to 16. Can you imagine that kind of pressure? She was younger than I am now. The grief, the fear, trying to survive while also trying to make sure that your children survive emotionally. And like so many women, she carried pain so quietly. She kept going, she sacrificed, she stretched herself beyond what was humanly possible. I think a lot of mothers disappear slowly while taking care of everybody else. They put their dreams on shelves, their exhaustion gets ignored. Their identity becomes what they do for everybody else. And sometimes, if we're honest, mothers get remembered only for their hardest moments, their mistakes, their wounds, their coping mechanisms, their brokenness. But human beings are more complicated than that. No, my mom wasn't perfect, neither am I, but she loved fiercely. She survived things people never saw. And now that I'm older, oh gosh, do I see her differently. Not just as mom, but as a woman, a human being with dreams, heartbreak, disappointments, prayers, fears, and stories that matter. And I think perspective changes us. Because when we stop expecting perfection from people, we finally start seeing their true self, their true humanity. One thing that this season of my life has taught me is how quickly stories can disappear. One day, somebody is here, telling you about their childhood, their first love, their struggles, their funny memories, and then suddenly, silence. And that's why stories matter so much to me. Stories are so much more than memories. My mom loved to tell me stories. She would call, I would call, and we would talk for hours. And sometimes she would say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I bet you're bored. Nobody wants to hear my stories anymore." I'd say, "No, Mom. Your stories are everything to me. They're everything." And I would record, I would take notes, I would learn things that, oh gosh, I never had heard before, or maybe I did when I was younger and forgot. Stories are our legacies. They are survival instructions. They're proof that somebody lived. They're proof that somebody loved, fought, failed, got back up, and mattered. I think one of the greatest tragedies in this world is how many stories die trapped inside of people. That's part of why I wrote the book Story to Stage, because I believe stories heal people. I believe stories connect people like there's nobody's business. I believe somebody else's honesty gives other people permission to breathe again. And I think sometimes we wait too long. We think there will be another holiday, another conversation, another chance to ask the questions. But life can change in a moment. Please know this. Don't procrastinate. I waited. I started this book several months ago. Well, it really started 4 decades ago, but, a few months ago. And I didn't call her. I didn't tell her about it. I wanted to surprise her. I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted it to be published. I wanted to be a bestseller before I called her and told her about this book that I dedicated. She was one of the dedications. So was my father. I procrastinated. And then she's no longer here. I can't tell her about this book. I know she's in heaven. I know she loves me. I know she's my guardian angel. But please don't procrastinate. Don't wait. Life can change in a moment. So ask your mother the stories. Ask about her childhood. Ask about what broke her heart. What makes her laugh? What did she dream about before life got hard? Record the voices, save the recipes, write those memories down, because one day those ordinary moments become priceless. And maybe the most powerful thing that we can do is stop reducing people to the worst thing they did, or maybe the last few years that maybe weren't so easy, or the hardest season that they may have walked through. People are entire books, entire libraries, and our job, ladies, is to keep the stories alive. Mom, I wish I could hold you right now. I wish I could hand you this book. I wish I could tell you that your stories matter too. Again and again and again, how you matter, how your love mattered, how your mistakes were your greatest asset. Because you showed us that we don't need to be perfect. We just need to show up. I understand you more than I ever did before. And I love you with all my heart. On this Mother's Day, don't just post a picture. Ask questions, record stories, tell people what they meant to you while they're still here. I'm planting a tree for my mom this Mother's Day to watch it grow, bear fruit. It's God's creation. Maybe the greatest thing that we can do is stop pretending that people have to be perfect to be worthy of being remembered. To every mother, every grieving child, every woman who sacrificed pieces of herself for the people that she loved, we see you, and your story matters. Please join me as I wrote this song for my mom, because I want her to know that I will hold her close to me for the rest of my life. Please join me in listening to this beautiful, beautiful memory.
That open road still knows your name. Every mile whispers what we can't say. Your laughter lingers in the air, like you never really left me there. You saw the strength I couldn't see, spoke hope when I could barely breathe. You left your fingerprints on my days, changed my life in quiet ways. When the night feels endless and the world moves on, I close my eyes, you're still here, makes me strong. So when my voice disappears and my heart's louder than words, every goodbye still hurts more than it should. When the lights go low and the noise fades away, I'll always hold you with me this way. Photographs don't tell it all, at least the echoes in these empty halls. The lessons you never had to teach, just by the way you showed up for me. Time keeps stealing pieces of you, but love refuses to let go too. You're in the songs I didn't write, you're the calm inside the fight. When the answers don't make sense and the silence closes in, I hear your voice reminding me this isn't the end. So when my voice disappears and my heart's louder than words, every goodbye still hurts more than it should. When the lights go low and the noise fades away, I'll always hold you with me this way. You're not just a memory, you're the best part of me. You live in every brave step I take, in every choice I make. Love like yours doesn't fade, it just learns a different way to stay. When my voice disappears and my heart breaks in two, I remember I